Yeah. So it says, to them, overpopulation isn't just an issue, it's the root cause of the world's greatest crisis. For climate change to economic instability, they argue that our growing numbers are dividing the planet to the, or driving the planet, driving the planet to the brink of collapse. Right. And this is the the lies and the guys that they're going to use, okay, to bring in the MOTB system, right? And this is them basically manifesting complete control, because they're going to tell you how much steps you could take, how much hours of sleep you can sleep, how much hours you can sleep, what kind of foods you can have, how much of those foods you can have during the week. Complete control, all right? Because they're pushing the narrative, which is just sorcery and witchcraft of what's it called? Climate change. That's what he said, right? Climate change. All right.
And they showed you that, Slacky. They showed you a little that guy that posted something, and I think PayPal blocked him or some shit. I forget exactly what happened.
Oh, you mean Facebook?
Yeah, he left a comment.
Yeah,
he left a comment.
Yeah, it was Facebook.
And I think PayPal blocked his account or some shit or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or I think they were gonna fine him.
Okay,
yeah, that's what it was. They were gonna fine him. So free speech is gonna be over.
Yeah,
that's right.
It's limited already.
Yeah, gone. Look at the way we have to teach nowadays. It's so many different code words and phrases, man, just to get the truth out.
There's Slovakia.
Yeah, go ahead.
It will get to the point where, to attach to your digital ID, you're gonna need biometrics just to go online, man.
Yep.
They're gonna say your social credit score is not in good standing.
Yep.
You're a seditionist, right? And you're banned. You can't be pumped. That's gonna be the famine of the word.
That's right.
Right. I got this real quick. This is Psalm 64:1, NLT. I'll start at 2. It says, or I'll just start from 1. For the choir director, a psalm of David. O Yahweh, listen to my complaint. Protect my life from my enemies' threats. Hide me from the plots of the evil mob. For this gang of wrongdoers, they sharpen their tongue like swords, right? Basically, that goes also into that demonization that they're going to set upon the Israelites, okay? And only the elect are going to make it through that demonization. The rest are going to fall off, right? They're going to basically take the bag, if they already haven't already, but they're going to take the MOTB. It says they sharpen their tongues like swords and aim their bitter words like arrows, right? So what does an arrow shoot at? A target. Who's the target? The Israelites, starting with the men of the Lord. So best believe Esau Edom has his think tanks set up as to what narrative he's going to spin to make the whole world look at us as basically the cause for the evil that's playing out. Especially on our own people, like you tribes, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians. Esau has always been in the position of turning ourselves against each other.
It's just Esau versus Jacob.
Yeah, 100%.
And basically, Esau wants back his birthright.
Yeah, but he always uses Jake to say, when you go into the Maccabees, it was always these priests that were kissing up to Esau to basically overthrow one another.
Yeah.
Because Jake rather fear man than the Most High. So when you have men within, it's not Esau, it's like Israel. They rather fear man than the Most High. So when you have Israelites within the nation of Israel that fear the Most High, the rest of the Israelites, what do they want to do? They want to kill those men because they're the cause of their so-called oppression. Okay? He spins that narrative as well.
Well, Jake wants a good time, right? Because in the Maccabees, it said that they were wicked people. They said, since we have departed from the heathen, we have had sorrow. You know,
Right.
so they said, let us make a covenant, because when you go in the history of the Pharisees and Sadducees, I believe it was the Sadducees, they were more traditional.
Yep.
And the Pharisees were more get with the times, you know, so
Yeah,
they were
like
making a
liberal.
lot of the deals
Yeah.
with the king, and they said, yo, let me get a license. I can set up a gym. I can
Yeah.
set up Olympus in the temple,
Yeah.
you know? So
Yeah.
yeah,
Basically,
Jake,
liberals
just like when they got out of Egypt, you know, Jake just wants, hey, we want the good times.
God.
Yeah.
That's right. We're like the conservatives, and they're like the liberals. You know.
Exactly.
Verse 4, it says, they shoot from ambush, which when you look at the word ambush means hidden, right? They shoot from ambush at the innocent. So this devil's going to spin his words, man. All right. And it says attacking suddenly and fiercely. They encourage each other to do evil and plan how to set their traps in secret. That's why, again, going into Esau Edom's plans for global depopulation. And out of, within that global depopulation, who do you think he's worried about the most? Is you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, North American Indians. That's really his target. If he has to kill his own people to get to you and some heathens too, he don't give a shit. That's easy work. Okay.
Yeah. Collateral damage.
Exactly. That's what he says. Yep. Collateral damage.
He's a devil.
You're just in the way. That's why you died.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a video of Iraq. It came out recently of when they were bombing those guys, and then
Right.
I think they wanted 1 or 2 people, but there was a bunch of people, and the guy just let him up.
Yeah.
You just see the people get lit up with the bombs. Enough people, like 50, 60 people, you just light them up.
It's devil, man.
Finishing up, it says they encourage each other to do evil and plan how to set their traps in secret. Who will ever notice? They ask, right? And you have to understand the reason why these devils, all right, and our own people, the wicked of our own people have this mindset because they don't actually know the Most High. Okay, the hopeful elect. The reason why they have the fear of the Most High is because they actually know the Most High. You see, so it's a different mindset. When you think about it, that's how far this devil is away from the Most High, Yahweh, and the Son, and the rest of our people. Okay, so that's why they have that mindset where they think they can get away with everything or anything. Verse 6, as they plot their crimes, they say, we have devised the perfect plan. Yes, the human heart and mind are cunning. But Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua himself, will shoot them with his arrows, suddenly striking them down, right? And this ties into Matthew 24. So basically, the Most High is speeding up the times, but he's also going to set up a standard, right? The scriptures say that he'll set up a standard, right? So that, the elect will be protected. So the Most High is going to intervene through miracles and divine intervention as this devil's looking to wipe out damn near it says 94%. Finishing up, it says verse 8. Oh yeah, verse 7. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai himself will shoot them with his arrow, suddenly striking them down. Their own tongues will ruin them, right? And that's happening now. And all who see them will shake their heads in scorn, right? And that's happening by the way of the truth, right? Which is spoken by the prophets. Then everyone will be afraid. They will proclaim the mighty acts of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua and realize all the amazing things he does. The godly will rejoice in the Lord Yahweh and find shelter in him. Right. And the ultimate shelter, okay, is the chariots, where the bodies of the whole elect will be changed. Okay. But before that is going to be all the different miracles that the Most High is going to be performing, all right, through Yahweh Shai and the host of heaven for them. And those who do what is right will praise him. That's it.
I have a precept.
Con.
Job, I don't know if you brought it out already. Job 18.
Nope.
Job 18 in the NLT. Job 18 and 5 in the NLT.
Mm-hmm.
Surely the light of the wicked will be snuffed out. The spark of their fire will not glow.
Right.
The
Hey,
light.
that's Luciferianism. You know, that's
Exactly.
this way of life.
That's right.
That's why you got people, you know, oh, I want the 90s back. I want the 80s. I want the early 2000s. You got pages on TikTok, Instagram dedicated, you know, people
Con.
living in that world, man, because pretty much that's when you were indoctrinated. That's when you were enchanted. People back then had no idea that you were in the Matrix, so to speak, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Because we didn't know. We're watching like The Simpsons, you know, like we didn't even like know, like, you know, like the basically like, you know, the stuff what they show in their
the hidden
cartoons.
messages.
Yeah, the predictive programming.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
And that also
watching the music videos.
Yeah.
Bunch of weird ass music videos from the 90s and 2000s.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
You're seeing like Jay-Z like doing this and all this shit.
I wouldn't know what that is.
We didn't know what that shit was.
And now everything's breaking down. This place Babylon is failing.
Exactly.
So now these people are hurting. They're like, no, I want to go back. We need something
that's
new. We need new wine.
That's the spirit, man. And that's why two things. That's why he's pushing the new wine is going to be the MOTB, that AI system.
Yep.
Right? That's going to be that new wine because that's going to bring a lot of convenience. And then two, also, you know, this devil, when it comes to what you brothers were talking about, his light, you know, his narrative is not working anymore. That's why they're changing up certain terms. Instead of fourth industrial revolution, they say it's a time or the era of enlightenment or the time of enlightenment. You know, even Klaus Schwab has said that we need to take back the narrative. So his light is being snuffed out. His knowledge, right, is being snuffed out, and that's going to cause him to dig even deeper within that's why they open up CERN. Why do you think they open up portal accelerators, particle accelerators? Man, they're opening up
the Pope.
Yeah, the Pope is because these guys, their light is running out, so they have to go harder, you know, to get that access. So that causes them in turn to bring more evil on the earth. It all plays into the Most High's plan.
That's right.
You know?
The light in their tent will not. Sorry, the light in their tent will grow dark. The lamp hanging above them will be quenched.
Yeah, Khan, and that light in the tent goes into those families, right? Dynasties. So basically, when you go into the upper ranks of these elites, which are the international bankers, guess what? They're fighting among themselves.
Yep. Yeah, the Dukes of Esau.
Exactly.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Duke of Hazards, right? Those guys, those are the original Dukes of Hazards, man. And they're fighting among themselves. Why? Because the light in the tent is going out.
Yeah.
You know? Because at the end of the day, they're wicked. They're never going to be able to work together forever. You're wicked.
I was just watching like a clip of Idris Elba where he basically went to England and he went down to the city of London, like with the gold. And they have so much gold under
oh yeah,
over there, man. They
the
have
bars
like
of gold, right?
Over like 420 million or like $1 billion worth of gold down there.
Not surprised,
over there in England, man. It says
that's the capital.
Yeah, it says the confidence of the wicked will be shortened. Their own scheme will be their downfall.
Right.
So this whole 2030 agenda, they want everything to be basically. They want to have the 2030 agenda and basically have
MOTV.
You know, they want to kill people. Yeah, like they want to slaughter as a lot of people on the earth, and they want to basically have this whole NWO agenda fulfilled by 2030.
Yep. And
hey, even that's a big sacrifice.
Yeah.
If they actually did that, that'd be a huge sacrifice to Satan, to
Yeah.
whatever deity.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's probably why they're talking about it, because they're probably going to have to get to that point where they're going to have to start just wiping people out. That's why this man's going to he's going to show his horns and start raging, because hey, when what is the old saying, when people have nothing they lose it.
Yep.
Right? That's going to be, imagine that with these bankers.
Mhm.
They're going to start just letting all hell go loose, and Most High is going to amplify it because it's a part of his will. And that was the point I was going to bring out. It's the reason why what you just read, Conwalk, kind of forgot the precept, but what you just read, the reason why their schemes, they're going to get caught up in their own schemes, is the reason why is because it's not even their schemes. It's the Most High scheme.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
That's
the
why.
deceived and the deceiver are his.
That's
Amen.
right.
Right. The wicked walketh into a net.
Mhm.
They fall into a pit.
See?
A trap grabs them by the heel.
Yeah,
and a
who's doing
snare
that?
holdeth them tight.
That's the Most High doing that. And he's doing it through Satan.
Yep.
Satan is a double agent, man.
Yep.
He's doing it through Satan.
Right.
Satan don't give a shit about Esau. He's just fulfilling. Yeah, he doesn't give a shit about Esau. He's the ultimate devil, right? So he's fulfilling the Most High's will on the left-hand side.
A noose lies hidden on the ground. A rope is stretched across their path. Terrors surround the wicked and trouble them at every step.
Mhm.
Hunger depletes their strength, and calamity waited for them to stumble. And that's pretty much it. But this scripture is that the downfall of Esau.
Yeah.
You know,
I had a precept to back you up.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is Job.
I just wanted to mention real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
Also, 2/3 of Israel too. You know.
Yeah.
Because you're, Yahushua said, "You're your father, the devil, and you will do the lust that he has done thereof." Roughly paraphrasing, man.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to mention that.
Go ahead.
This is Job 5:12, NLT. It says, "He frustrates the plans of schemers, so the work of their hands will not succeed. He traps the wise in their own cleverness, so their cunning schemes are thwarted. They find it is dark in the daytime, and they grope at noon as if it were night. He rescues the poor from the cutting words of the strong." And that's what you said about they wet their swords like a tongue. So in that time, their elect will be covered.
Yep.
And rescues them from the clutches of the powerful. And so at last the poor have hope, and the snapping jaws of the wicked are shut. But consider the joy of those corrected by the Most High. Do not despise the discipline of the Almighty when you sin. For though he wounds, he also bandages. He strikes, but his hands also heal.
Right.
From 6 disasters he will rescue you. Even in the 7th he will keep you from evil. And the 7th we know is the missiles.
Yeah. That's right.
And the 7 trumpets. He will save you from death in time of famine, from the power of the sword in time of war.
Right.
You will be safe from slander and have no fear when destruction comes. You will laugh at destruction and famine. Wild animals will not terrify you.
Wow.
Right? And that's the time we're coming into, man. It says, you will be at peace with the stones of the field, and its wild animals will be at peace with you.
Yeah.
You know, so that's a hedge. That's a hedge, and that's the Most High showing you, hey, the elect in that time, they're going to be under that, that Eden time, pretty much. They're going to be covered like back in that. It's like a preview of the kingdom. You're going to see a bear is just going to come up, look at you, and walk away.
Tell you to come this way or lead you.
It might talk to you, like the ass and numbers.
Yeah, that's right.
Verse 24. You will know that your home is safe when you survey your possessions. Nothing will be missing. You will have many children. Your descendants will be as plentiful as grass.
Wow.
Right? So that's a lot of tilling, man. A lot of sowing.
Yeah. Forever.
Yeah, cause grass is enough.
Bro. That's like counting the hair. That's like counting the hairs on your head. You go 1, 2. You can't count that.
Yeah.
It's gotta,
That's right.
Okay. All right, so let me read a little bit more in here. It says here, Gates has longtime delusions of total world domination since his days at Microsoft. Gates has been funneling billions into a raft of projects that aim to eliminate people and replace them with whatever benefits himself and the global elites. He's not the only one. The depopulation narrative has trickled down from the elites to their allies in the mainstream media, right? Because when you go into Freemasonry, it's deep. It's worldwide, it's global. They have so many different branches, and so many different people are involved. There's people who are involved. The majority of people that are involved don't even know they're involved in the scale that it truly is.
Nope.
And the majority of them don't even know. So it goes deep, right? So it says where TV,
Because Salakia, they do a lot of charity, so called.
right?
They do a lot of charity work, community work. Even where I live, there's a like a town center you go to, like the Walmart and everything, and
Okay.
inside there's a Knights of Columbus, and there's two old Edomites just sitting there with a donation box and saying sign up, so those people, they don't know what the hell's going on, right? But that's another sect, the Knights of Columbus. You have the Rosicrucians,
Right.
you have women too. You have the Ashtar, was it the Eastern Star?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, you got these different groups,
Jack
but
and Jill Club.
within those groups, you have that top person, and it goes back to somebody above them.
That's right.
And like the Masons, they'll have their lodges different places. Even here, they have a lodge in this town where I live, but it's a small, it's a small ass lodge, and you have regional heads, and they
I
report
have
to
it right
somebody.
around where I live. I saw like a couple different lodges around. I live in Niagara. There's a whole bunch of them out there.
Yep. So they got regional heads they got to report to, and that guy, there's a headmaster, and there's all, there's different levels, man. It's on a need to know basis.
That's right. Yep. It says here, according to the globalist, I skipped down a couple paragraphs, but according to globalists, human beings are not only using too many precious resources such as water, energy, and land.
Bro, the majority of the planet is water. That's how you know this man's a fucking devil.
That's right.
And we're here buying microplastic water, man. Fuck out of here.
Wow. They're also polluting the ocean with plastics. Yep, there you go. Destroying.
And that's Esau, brother. When you go into these things, that's Esau. That's the Rockefellers with the petroleum, with the oil. Which they still make billions and trillions of dollars off this shit.
Yeah.
But here they are blaming you.
He never lets a good crisis go to waste.
They have water, energy, which we already knew there's free energy everywhere.
Yep.
Right. There's geo energy from the earth. There's energy in the air.
Right.
But then here you have a smart meter. Hydro One talking about you got a late payment notice.
I know.
Fucking paying hydro and electricity. And then enough land. There's more than enough land for people, man. You know how empty this place is?
I'm off. I sent you a video. I don't know if you could put it in the group chat in the
water
on the forum.
Yeah.
It's the same Bill Gates, but it's like a short little clip.
But you gotta be careful because the numbers pop up.
Yeah, it's okay.
On the live,
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, just the Bill
numbers?
Gates. Yeah.
Yeah, the phone numbers. You don't want to.
Oh,
okay. Sorry.
You're on live, bro.
Yeah.
True.
You got them roaches.
Yeah, them roaches.
What's okay?
They got his number. I got Kanawak.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kanawak.
Yeah.
I've changed my number.
It's all right. That's true.
Yeah, but because even before you guys were doing your live, I was looking on Instagram, and then I just seen Bill Gates, and he's pushing this whole depopulation. the same thing what you guys are talking about. So that's why I just came in the live.
Okay.
So it's the
I'll play it
spirit,
real
you know.
quick here.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is fair use. All right, we're not making any money off of this video. It's strictly for educational purposes only. Okay.
This big benefit. The key thing you can do to reduce population growth is actually improve health.
In the developed countries, the big winners are countries that have shrinking populations.
I would like to reduce the number of people on the planet because there's too many of us.
When we invest in clean energy and electric vehicles and reduce population,
Wait. What the?
more of our children can breathe clean air and drink clean water.
Now, the world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that. We're taking things that are, genetically modified organisms, and we're injecting them in little kids' arms. We just shoot them right into the vein.
What the?
So in the next 5 to 10 years, next pandemic, we'll solve all those problems.
You say the next pandemic, there will be another pandemic.
Absolutely. We don't know when.
History teaches us that the next pandemic is a matter of when, not if.
We know what's next. We're going to have another major coronavirus pandemic before the end of this decade, before 2030.
If we really want to prevent the next pandemic.
All right, we get it.
Yeah, it's just so they're just pushing this whole narrative, that they're pushing this 2030, So Esau, he's running out of time,
Hey, which that part where he's like, if we do a really good job, that whole speech, that was right before the vid. I remember that. I think that was a TED Talk or something, but I remember it was like 2018, 2019. So.
Read a little bit more. It says they're also polluting the oceans and with plastics, destroying ecological systems and contributing nothing to the future of human civilization.
Yeah, they're spraying the air because that's why everyone's sick right now. So so much people are sick because they're spraying all these chemicals in the atmosphere.
Recall of food. You don't even know what to eat now. Everything is recalled, man.
Yeah.
You just have to pray before you eat. It's as simple as it gets, man.
Hey, we shall eat our bread defiled amongst the Gentiles.
That's right.
Right.
Yep. So it says, therefore, the thinking goes, they must be exterminated. The real challenge for the global elites is keeping the masses oblivious, convincing them they're not being exterminated, and that's a challenge because the truth is being spread out, right?
That's the fight.
That's right. Even as
as soon as something happens, it's already on different platforms and people are talking about it. Back in the day, people you got to think about it, man. Like all you brothers are old enough to remember, like that feeling of the news came on, you're on the TV, you're watching the TV. You didn't have no phones. You didn't have no go on your computer and check this. It was just you get the feed and that's it. And then what you do with that is up to you. But there's not much options because you can't go to let me Google this or it was just you receive it. But now Esau lost, like you said, the narrative.
Yeah.
So he's just like shit. He's like let me bring out fact checks, and AI bots and all these things to scour. Be like sentinels and say, "Oh, that's misinformation. That's misinformation."
That's right, man.
Oh.
And it says here to be exterminated, even as they go about their lives defending their oppressors, glooping down the toxic, glumping down the toxic chemicals, and lining up for extermination darts.
Yo, man, you remember those videos, man? The lineups of people. I'm just like, yo,
I remember being in the lineup myself. Like in terms of the grocery stores.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the injections. The sites. Those sites.
Turn
around dark sites.
There was blocks and blocks.
I remember seeing
people
that.
lining up.
It was cold, man. People waiting there.
Yeah. With masks on.
And then they get it, right? They get the sticker. Hey, I'm
fully.
I got it.
Yeah.
Get yours.
Proud.
Yeah. Con.
Right.
That's funny. I remember that. It says to pull
Boost the
this off.
juice.
Yep.
Boost
Exactly.
the juice.
Exactly.
And for all of that, to Fauci come out and say, "Hey, you know, I just kind of made it up," and people still don't care because you people are enchanted, man. You guys just want your TikTok fix or whatever you're doing with your life.
Yeah.
Your useless life. You guys are useless because you're a product of the elites, so they made you useless.
That's right. That's right. Con. Yep. These death shots were called safe and effective when they were really dangerous and deadly. Those who gave in to these apparent authorities, influencers will likely pay for that bad decision with their lives. Meanwhile, aggressive family planning campaigns to developing nations funded by billion-dollar organizations like the Gates Foundation, the UN Population Fund, and the USAID are presented as humanitarian efforts while quietly advancing a depopulation agenda. Right? You got Planned Parenthood.
Mm-hmm.
That's the depopulation agenda for just you Jakes. Okay. Policies encourage euthanasia, sterilization, abortion, and abortion are packaged as empowering, masking their true purpose. This Luciferian ideology is being sold to us in plain sight. That's basically it. There's a lot more, but I don't want to read all of it.
Yeah, like the founder was Margaret Sanger of Planned Parenthood, and I have a quote where it says, "This is by Margaret Sanger." It says, "We do not want word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population." You know, so she was all about that. Yeah.
Well, remember they had put out that they want to separate the they want to make a new Beetlejuice, and separate it from the Negroes and the so-called Caucasians. So they're trying to keep it separated already.
Well, you remember when they came out? When they came out, I remember Bill and Melinda Gates. They came out and said, "Look, we need to urgently get this to Black and Native American population."
Yep.
That's on record. Yep.
Wicked,
I remember that.
Yeah.
They're wicked, man.
I got a precept here real quick. This is Proverbs 10:9. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion. As a lion in his den, right? His think tanks, right? Their castles and all that. It says he lieth in wait to catch the poor. And that's what we're just talking about. He was catching the poor with the poison dart before. And now he's gonna do it through death, and ultimately to lead you to being MA Arcade. Okay. It says to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. Right. So that poor is the Israelites. The net is that trap. Okay. These are going to cause this black swan event that's going to lead a lot of Israelites that know they're Israelites, as their leaders are misleading them to be basically trapped up. All right. But the elect are going to be guided through the Holy Spirit and the fear of the Lord, which is obedience, divine obedience, through those times.
That's the spirit 11:11.
Con.
Spiritual.
So that's it. That's it for me. I don't know if brothers got any other precepts you want to bring out.
Real quick, I have Isaiah 29 from the NLT, just summarizing this man's delusion of grandeur and the God complex. It says kind of like right in your face in Isaiah there, 29 of the NLT. Baba Kishar, brother Shama, is there any way you can pull that up for me?
Which one?
Isaiah 29, just a couple of verses there from 14 to 16, right? Yeah. It precepts came out about this man's grand delusions and his God complex. So NLT, pull it up. NLT.
NLT. Oh, Salakia. Hold on. Isaiah 29.
14 to 16, real quick. So let's go here.
Isaiah 20, verse 14 in the NLT, and it reads, "Because of this, I will once again astound these hypocrites with amazing wonders.
Ooh.
The wisdom of the wise will pass away, and the intelligence of the intelligent will disappear."
Right. Right. Yep. And also, you, 2/3 of you people, in regards to hypocrites as well, right?
What sorrow awaits those who try to hide their plans from the Lord Yahweh?
Right. Yep.
Who do their evil deeds in the dark?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They're doing them right now.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Right now, there's supposed to be the Super Bowl. I think it's on Sunday. So a lot of ritual. I think I believe it's in New Orleans.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. That's where they started off the year.
Exactly.
With the people getting run over.
Exactly.
Oh,
So expect something big.
Damn.
Expect something big.
Right now,
Lord willing.
someone's blinking twice on some island. Having a good time.
Having a
Yep.
great time.
Or yeah, that's right. In a mansion or in a castle.
Chilling.
Yeah, man. They're going hard, bro.
That's right.
Warp
speed.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The Lord Yahweh can't see us, they say. He doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, because you don't know him. That's why you
That's
think
right.
that.
Beautiful.
You know, if you knew the Most High, you wouldn't think that. You know, Esau thinks he knows the Most High, and that's why it says the pride of his heart has deceived him. You don't know the Most High, but when the Most High unleashes Yahweh Shai, you're gonna know the Most High Yahweh. Right? Through Yahweh Shai and the rest of the elect. You're gonna know him for sure. You Edomites are gonna feel it.
That's right. The Lord doesn't have a relationship like that with you, Esau.
Nah, man. He don't know it.
2/3.
Hey, truly, the kingdom really is for the elect, man. When you go into it, man, like that first 1,000 years is just the elect. You know, 2/3 are going to be coming in, but they're going to be busy with the shame that of their lives and their past lives.
Yeah, things are going to be moving. The the 2/3 are going to be being born, but things are already going to be moving, building.
That's right.
Yeah, like a lot of stuff, business.
Yeah, con.
16th verse. How
And
foolish.
it's like, and I have to make that point. It's going to be like the elect is rebuilding the earth in a sense again.
Right.
By themselves. That's how they did in the beginning. Right. Because it was just the elect and Yahweh Shai and Yahweh.
The first fruits. Yeah.
That's right.
First fruits of all this.
Because we're gonna take everything, man. We're gonna take all the nation's wealth.
Well, it's our wealth. We're gonna take it back.
Yeah,
we're gonna take it back.
Take everything.
No, I know what Conrock means because they have their stuff. Like India is known as a land of spices, so we're gonna need all that.
Asia, Japan, China, and all them. They have a lot of resources over there too.
Yep. And we can't imagine.
We made those resources.
Yeah.
If we're of the elect, we made those resources.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we need those things, Yeah. We're gonna
the Most High said He's gonna do better unto us than in Eden and than in the beginning.
Exactly.
It's gonna be better than the first estate. So we don't know how. That's.
Scriptures say, "Ye shall suck the milk of the Gentiles." Roughly paraphrasing.
Yeah, I think Isaiah 60.
Nurturing
today.
Nurturing.
Right.
Yeah.
Tobit mentions the streets will be paved in gold.
That's right,
bro.
Yeah.
No more asphalt. No more.
Gold.
No more iron.
No more
dirty iron.
fucking concrete. You're gonna have stones in different places, so that's gonna be an abundance of wealth.
Wow.
That means no more. Nobody stealing shit. Nobody. Everything's just. Nobody melting the fucking gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's
It's gonna be righteous.
Yeah.
Scriptures say the tree shall sing, roughly paraphrasing.
Yeah, to rejoice.
Yeah, because the stones,
which is twofold, right? The people and the actual trees too. Nature. Yeah. Right.
But our bodies, this concrete does a number on our cartilage, man, our joints.
True.
You know, we're all jacked up.
The body's worn out, man.
Worn out, bro. By the time you hit 35, it's downhill from there, bro.
I'm that time.
Today there was a video circling today of an old Indian man. He's
By the
300
time
years
you hit 30, shit.
Yeah. You get gray and shit.
Hey, being 30 now in 2025 is not like what it was back then, man. It's worse now. But go ahead, finish up.
Yeah, the
I was.
radicals.
Yeah, go ahead. The precept. You reading the precept?
No.
Banemin, or not Banemin, Shema.
Yeah, verse 16. How foolish can you be? He is the potter, and he is certainly greater than you, the clay. Should the created thing say of the one who made it, he didn't make me? Does a jar ever say the potter who made me is stupid? Soon, and it will not be very long, the forests of Lebanon will become a fertile field, and the fertile field will yield bountiful crops. In that day, the deaf will hear the words read from a book, and the blind will see through the gloom and darkness. The humble will be filled with fresh joy from the Lord Yahweh. The poor will rejoice in the Holy One of Israel.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. That's powerful stuff, because men just broke it down in essence there in spirit and in truth. Looking forward to the kingdom, behind us a desolate wilderness, man. I just have, I quoted off, right? Second Corinthians 6:10. It says, as sorrowful yet always rejoicing, as poor yet making many rich, as having nothing and yet possessing all things. So that's what's waiting for the Lord's elect, his select elect, right? That he's going to thrust through and, basically setting up the first fruits of the first fruit of all living, man.
Yep. Yeah. And it starts with this truth.
That's right.
I mean,
that's right.
Us now, right? We have everything, but yet are poor, which means in the world, you might look at us as in the world we're lacking, we're daily bread, right? But we have everything, which is this knowledge, the truth.
That's right.
Because when you look at Solomon asked for wisdom before all riches, but yet he ended up being the richest man, at that time.
Yeah, just like you said, like Paul said, we are well known and yet not known, something like that in the book of Corinthians. Right. We're not like these big, YouTubers or whatever kind of bloggers. And they steal from, starting with the apostles on down, from the Israelites. They steal a lot of content. Some of these Bible guys or conspiracy guys, and they're well known. But in a sense, we are well known because everybody kind of knows about the Israelites. But it's like, you guys are crazy.
We're the underdog, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
The scripture came out earlier on, Isaiah 59:19, the standard. So that's all, which is the truth. And started, we can go back, simply put to, the Lord raised up Abba Billings, and then later on, the apostles. Okay. So yes, that's true. The standard is the truth. All right. That's the Lord's gonna put that, he's rehearsing it first and foremost with his election, right? And it goes on to talk about the name right there in 59:19, right? Standard and the name. In other words, those who have that relationship with him, like Young Elder just said, right?
Like this guy Black Ram, he has a big platform, but he watches GMS. He's been watching GMS.
Yeah.
Right, Black Ram. You get a 13.
Alpha Strategies, I think.
Yeah, Manosphere guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of guys like that. Some of them say they do, and then some of them don't say who they learn things from. You know,
Yeah.
they don't give the credit to the apostles. Just like the first people to break loose about women in general were you know, that video, "You're a Slut."
Yeah.
That vintage, that antiquity video that made it to World Star, which you know, marked a lot of people because they talk shit. But those were the men that really started that whole manosphere, alpha male, red pill, all this, you know, about women. It was from the apostles, man.
That's right. Standard.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, 59 and 19, or rather, is there. I'll just read it, right? It summarizes what Young Elder just broke down, and we talked about it before. It says, I'll read it from the NLT, Isaiah 59 and 19. It says, in the West, people will respect the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. In the East, they will glorify him, right? First and foremost, his first fruits. Okay, starting with them, starting with the apostles and the elders on down. Okay. And it says, for he will come like a raging flood tide, driven by the breath of the Lord. Right. They didn't use standard there in the NLT, right? But it just goes back
Same
to the
difference.
reputation. Oh, Abakasha?
No, just saying same difference.
Yeah, same difference. That's it. That's the point. Mm-hmm.
Con. Beautiful. All right, so with that, we're going to close up this lesson. Lord willing, this was edifying to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. We're going to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh.
Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Hakodash.
Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who rule well and have taught us this word in truth and sincerity, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000. That's pushing his word in truth and sincerity across the 4 corners of the earth. All right. Ababa Ball, Kwame Shala.
Shalom.